Welcome to week 2 of season 6 of the Goonginga League. I am your host, JRJC87, followed by Miracle Max, who has recently been released from Caster Jail. That's right. And today, we have a pretty good matchup between Hazard Incorporated and Linkle Park, also known as Minutes to Midnight. Both teams did win their previous match. Minutes to Midnight won their previous game against Funny Steel Hot Hot team, who was taken down yesterday by Air Force Sun. They did claim their first map, but Hazard Incorporated had a little bit of a different opponent playing What the Helly. Very strong teams from both sides. And let's look at the map pool. That, of course, having Control, Hybrid, Escort, Push, and Flashpoint. Control is played twice if we go to map 5, which is kind of unlikely, but I'm all here for it if we get there. Hazard Incorporated has already picked Nepal though. I don't believe they. Oh, did they ban Genji? Okay. Oh, Genji and Hazard were both banned? Okay. Oh, Genji and Hazard, as Miracle Max just said, and I just confirmed, were both banned. So, look at them apples. Looking at team number 1, we are looking at Hazard Incorporated with Snow and Sindel on that support line, who will be referred to exclusively by me as Spindle. P. Marmon and Queso, former AFN DPS line, very vital to that team's success of last season. Looking to recreate it here. What? What do you mean you're muted? You're not muted. Oh, I know what it is. It's attached to a different Discord channel. Well, Miracle Max is here. She actually just hates you guys. Sorry to find out this way. I will figure that out in a second. Shoot, man. I had everything set up so perfectly before this. What about now? Miracle Max speak. There it is.
Hello, chat.
All right.
I do not hate you guys.
She didn't say anything important anyways, but
That's messed up.
looking at the final member of this team, there is Death Oof on that tank, Miracle Max's very own bestie. Knows playing the Hazard, who is unfortunately banned. Speaking of other banned characters, Miracle Max, we are looking at Linkin Park, also known as Linkin Park or Minutes to Midnight, formerly known as Meteora, with Tonk on tank, ADVC1 and Mi Chang-ji on that support line. Venom is filling in for Mi Chang-ji today. And Glitter Vomit and X18 on that DPS line. Glitter Vomit, very good Genji, also very banned.
Yeah, also very banned. Super banned. No one tricks.
No one tricks at all this game. Well, except the one tricks that were allowed. Like Pet's Torb and the Sojourn and but we don't worry about that.
Yeah.
We're checking if both teams are ready, but we, as casters, should be ready. I hope so.
Yeah, I'm out of casting jail.
Oh, I'm low-key quiet? Okay, I can turn that up.
It's me.
Put it up to there. How's that?
Both teams are ready, I think. Yeah.
Both teams are ready? Okay.
Looks
Well,
to
then
be
we
ready,
will be
ready,
going
ready.
in to map number 1, which was Nepal. I can stop the music now.
Yippee!
Oh, I think it's good music. I stole it from the Overwatch League, but don't tell them. Does everything unmuted? Yeah! Alright! So we are starting on Village, and this point is really good for that Brawl. And if you're looking for Brawl, you're looking for Deathoof here. Has some pretty good Brawl tanks in his pocket. And Hazard Incorporated actually takes the pull.
Yeah, I might have skewed the vote a little bit. I like gambling my channel points. What can I say?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn up game volume in the actual...
While you do that, we're gonna look at both teams. We've got Deathoof on the Rhine, Pat on the Torb, Queso on Sojourn, Spindle on the Juno, and Snowy on the Mercy. Pat and Queso actually swapped it up to hit the Cass Symmetra. But while over on Minutes to Midnight, we've got Tonk on Zarya, Glitter Vomit on the Torb, X18 on the Freya, Venom on the Kiriko, and Addy on the Mercy.
Yeah, actually, Minutes to Midnight are gonna be unaware of Hazard Incorporated's late rotation and actually lack of a TP. They really just TP'd from that first doorway onto point right away, getting pretty good control with those turrets. Queso, of course, playing Symmetra yesterday in her AFN debut as a sub, so maybe we're seeing some backlash from that.
Venom is going to be the first to get picked here by P. Marmon on the flank. Glitter Vomit is going to fall pretty low.
Yeah, those Death Rockets from Juno is really deadly. Help secure the pick on Glitter Vomit. as Queso gets Tonk, and it's just Addy BC1 and her good friend X18. Oh, I guess Miching or Venom. Venom's still alive. So is X18. X18 is currently farming. Queso's trying to get on top of him, but because of all that Freya movement, she is unable to, no matter how low she gets him, just explodes Schindel. X18 just putting the team on his back there. Tonk switches over to that Winston. But the name in the game for Meteora.
Minutes to Midnight.
Minutes to Midnight entire win con is just enabling X18 to win. Full shot comes out.
That's gonna be a big
Yeah, finds two. Should really have gotten the third. Misses shots, just kind of gives up mid-fight because it was already won. And now PMR switching back to that Torb, this tried and true. Queso on the cast now. Oh, and Deathloop on the Winston. Okay, so basically mirrored comps around the board. But I don't think we've seen a whole lot of value from this Mercy so far on either side, outside of pocketing X18. Swiftstep comes out, gets Venom out to safety, but Deathloop is able to collapse on top of him. Snowy pops the Valkyrie, and Addy BC1 falls in return.
X18 is going to be the next to fall. Tonk following shortly behind. It's just Glitter Vomit on point. Who goes down?
Yeah, over here with Pat, the Torb Master, really trying to put Glitter Vomit in his place. Now, unfortunately, for the side of Hazard, Minutes to Midnight has more than a handful of ults about to be or online. And so it could be kind of rough.
Start out with Kitsune Rush.
Yeah, and Bullshot comes up with Queso. That's going to take her out. And as good of an engage as it was from Deathloop, it really just has been negated so far by X18. X18 actually falling super low. Will get pocketed by Addy BC1, going back to full health. And a very lonely orbit for the side of Hazard, but it's going to work. They get X18, and that's basically the entire win con for beating Minutes to Midnight. Addy BC1 going for that res, does end up getting it off, and because of the res perk, she gets 100 over health, is now being primaled in a small room by a large ape.
Deathloop finding two with that Primal Rage, and picking up a third shortly thereafter.
Yeah, doing his best Gushue impression. Gushue, of course, famous for the Primal Blade. Now, Tonk does have his ult, and X18 switches over to that Tracer. So, a lot less pocket potential here. And 3 ults about to be up for the side of Hazard Incorporated. Okay, so pops that High Noon. Looking for mid. Can't find anybody. Gets kind of pummeled away by this Tonk, man. And Tonk actually putting himself in a very precarious situation. He's at half health, but in Primal that most certainly means death. Currently is being healed up pretty nicely, pocketed by Addy BC1. But PMAR and Deathloop able to clean up. Snowy gets the res on Queso. Tonk goes down, and Minutes to Midnight fall map 1 as Nepal. First point goes to Hazard. I wish these teams would name themselves like something super out there, like
Funny silly haha team.
No, like Jumping for Jesus or something, so it's like easy to remember. Because Minutes to Midnight, it rolls off the tongue, but like it does not stick in my brain because I'm slow. Neither does Hazard. Casting's hard.
Yeah, I know, buddy. It's okay.
When do I get to cast AFN games?
When you get voted off the team.
Oh. Well, speaking of voted off the team, I was going to say, Sindel switching over to that Kiriko. And Glitter Vomit on the Junkrat. Venom and Addy BC1 both swapping Juno, Kiriko. And X18 sticking onto that Tracer. This could be volatile, or this could not work out at all. This is a very hard team to play Tracer into, having 2 pretty direct counters.
If he is confident in his ability.
Yeah, but this is something else. I mean, you're talking about currently the number 2 Torb on PlayStation. And number 2 Torb on PlayStation does fall first in the fight. Next is Deathoof. Snowy not really in a spot to get a res as the rest of Hazard falls in the fight.
At least none of them are staggered.
No, that is
We're gonna
one
see
positive.
Deathoof swap over to the Ramattra.
I do like that. I like that or a D.Va out of him, but I don't know that he has D.Va in his bag. Fisher is on that right side, playing on top of that Mega Pack. Is dangerously close to a Pulse Bomb as she, as this Tracer continues to poke that back line. And Queso's going to be the first to fall this fight. Tonk was pretty low, and still Queso got pressured out first. Yeah, and that's probably best case scenario for them right now. But they really got to push hard on this because this is a pretty good point for defending. And if they wait much longer, they are just going to lose it. Riptire in that back line. It's Snowy, and that's just more bad news for the side of Hazard. As Queso gets the pick on Glitter Vomit, X18 falls next. If they push harder, they can definitely capitalize on top of it. Tonk doesn't have Framwell yet, so he can't stall. Tonk falling 4% off of it. ADVC1 falling low. Junarockus won't be enough as Venom will be the last to fall for this team. X18 switches back over to that Cassidy, something to pocket. I wouldn't be surprised to see ADVC1 switch over to that Mercy right now. Stick with the Kiriko for this. No shame in that at all. But Max, kind of a big issue. Hazard has 5 ults.
This is true.
Although they are unaware of Tonk's dive in from the right side. The entirety of Hazard just unaware by this group dive, but it's not going to matter.
My goodness.
3 ults used for the side of Hazard to secure this fight. You know, yesterday when we had Queso on our team, we popped a D.Va bomb and a Bola shot from Freya. And Queso thought we were ulting hard for that. And so she pops her ult like a second or just like might have been right on top of my ult. And kind of seemed like it happened there too. Just unfortunate not pre-calling out ults, but that's kind of what happens is ADVC1 will be the next to fall.
No shame in it. It happens. Just some communication errors.
And I'm really surprised we don't see ADVC1 back on that Mercy yet. X18 is in entire win condition in his own when he's able to get that full support of his team. As Glitter Vomit gets forced out, actually might go down here, just barely saved by the nick of his teeth. Should have been skin of his teeth, but I'm illiterate. You know, it's not illiterate. Queso getting X18, that's a big win condition. As we're approaching that final fight, Hazard pops Ramattra time. And it's just Venom alive for the side of Minutes to Midnight as Hazard Incorporated approach these last few ticks for the side of winning Nepal. Man, I am not good at speaking right now. Give me like one more map.
Is gonna be swapped onto poor Queso.
Yeah, she doesn't get to live, and actually Snowy going for that res there might secure this point for not Hazard. Holy crap, I am losing it. Riptire coming out from the backside will find Sindel. It's just P. Marmon and Deathoof alive on point. As Glitter Vomit falls extremely low, will go down. 2 supports alive. Does have the healing vortex, chooses not to use that on himself. Tonk is back on point. Queso pops that high noon, going to try and grab Venom out of it. Venom's one on the backside of point, gets shot by Queso. X18 is back on that Tracer. ADVC1 has Kitsune Rush if she can get back. Venom also has her ult if he can get back. Snowy with that Valk.
That is just doing his best to stall here.
And that's all they're doing right here. They just stall, and stall until it's no longer an option. Once Tonk falls, they could not rotate onto that point fast enough, but I didn't think they were going to win that anyways.
I agree.
And a huge, huge statement early from Hazard.
They had rough starts both rounds, but they brought it back together after a little bit of swapping around.
Yeah, they did. I gotta remember if Hazard is my 3 or my 2. I think it's my 3. Nope, Lincoln Park's my 3.
Interval. Mi Chang-ji will apparently be returning.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm currently dragging the wrong images around.
What? Oh, they already
Yeah,
won a hybrid? Wow.
there we go. Nope, that didn't do it. There we go. Oh, big hydrate redeemed by Wishful Giant. Got my lemonade.
Lemonade.
Lemonade. Well, honestly, I'm kind of excited to see if Mi Chang-ji brings a different Rango Star. Um,
Rango, League of Legends.
Wrinkle. Oh, posture. God dang. Yes, Spindle. You did great, kid. You did great.
You didn't feed.
No, it's true. And Max never lies. Except for when she does.
Yeah.
She's a big liar. Well, Max, looking at the map pool, we do have Eichenwald, Blizzard, or Nimbani for the side of Minutes to Midnight to choose from.
Eichenwald from map is what they picked.
Really? Okay. This is a long line of Nimbani enjoyers, so very, very excited to see that, because I hate Nimbani. They're banning Torb, okay. Let's see what Hazard bans. I think it's a Freya.
It could be a Mercy, honestly.
Oh, I gotta drink up. Yep, you so right. That was a good drink. Well, what do you expect to see on this next map, Max? It being Eichenwald from... Do you expect to see that Hazard played? Are we gonna see that Hazard? He's gonna be jumping X18?
I don't think so.
You don't
I
think
feel
so?
like I don't know.
You don't know.
The first time we saw Hazard Inc. play, the biggest problem was that the team wasn't going in with Deathoof. Like, you could make all this. I
Mercy.
called the Mercy ban.
You did. You did. I don't agree with it, but it is their ban. I think that Freya did a lot more, and I guess X18 is gonna pop off on anything, though.
I think it's the survivability of the Freya that was causing them problems.
I mean, there's that, but that raw damage output was just wild.
This is true. But as I was saying, I feel like the last time we saw Hazard, it was just like Hazard was going in and making space, but the team could not keep up.
But now they have Sindel back in their lineup. They had Lego Guy subbing. Lego Guy did pretty dang good. But now that the full team is back and ready, we're really just waiting for Hazard Incorporated to be ready, and then we can go into map number 2. Oh, look at that.
You just had to say something.
I did. You're right. Absolutely. I can dig that.
What are you expecting to see off of this map?
A lot of pain and misery and suffering. But outside of that, probably a Hazard.
I wouldn't be surprised, but you know.
That's Deathoof's bread and butter. We don't have a Torb, but Pat's probably gonna play Cass. We might see a Sim again. We might see a Sojourn. Yeah, there's that, and then yeah, X18 on Ashe, Mi Cheng-ji, ADBC1 on Ana, and man, I'm so hydrated right now. I'm gonna run out of lemonade, man.
Gulp water, boy.
But yeah, the Ashe Genji should be a pretty lethal combo, but Deathoof on that Roadhog. You know, some say that's what he looks like in real life, Max. Is that true?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay. That is the right answer. Unfortunately, Tonk on that Sigma, it kind of spells bad news for him. Hog is very difficult to play into that. But with all that shield break early, it actually might not matter. ADBC1 gets hooked. And now Deathoof is just kind of playing from the top ropes. Get his big pick from the Genji. Now, the way that Hazard are kind of
taking quite a bit of damage there and going down.
Yeah, that was huge for the side of Hazard. And the way that they're playing this map, they're just allowing Jackson to step up and kind of play by himself with the Kirio teleport if needed. But Queso's been playing with a lot of cover early. And diffing X18 early into the fight, honestly, that buys him another 20 seconds. I'm drinking. You just can't hear it, man. That'd be kind of weird.
I'm not gonna say that. Oh, Snowy with the pick on X18.
Snowy with 2? Where is my
three?
hotkey? Oh, wow. This is... Do you know where Snowy's sitting?
Where?
There's a staircase you can sit on and shoot between
Oh my god, I know this spot. Deathoof showed me this spot.
Yeah, this is my Ryan Firestrike spot. But no cleanse for Deathoof. Will go down to the anti-nade. There's a full charge Symmetra in that room. So we could see a lot of damage come out, except he falls. Same with Queso. Just supports alive to the side of Hazard. As Snowy's going to be forced to abandon her Sindel. Ooh, he thought about the jump and then he decided against it. Now, that was what, like a 2-minute defense? That's nothing to scoff at.
Yeah.
Oh, what the? Unfortunately though, you do have 4 ults from the side of Minutes to Midnight, and they're all very substantial ults. Especially when Pat's on that Tracer, it's a pretty good pocket pick for him. But I don't know if it's going to be good enough.
Tunic comes out, Bob comes out. I think Bob is in just a really weird spot right now.
Yeah, it gets bubbled off, and Juno Satellite comes out, and Pat's trying to play pretty aggressive on top of it. I fear for how well he's going to actually be able to do into X18.
No, Deathoof getting Oh, finds Mi Cheng though.
Yeah, and Pat actually gets X18 as I'm ragging on him. So pin a rose on my nose, I guess.
Deathoof picking up another DPS kill.
Yeah, he's clearly upset he can't play DPS right now.
Even though he asked to play tank all last season.
Yeah, exactly. It's the kind of thing where once you finally get it, you don't really want it.
Oh, so like you? Queso getting picked by X18, and then Nano Blade comes out.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, but Glitter Vomit gets that Nano Blade, gets 2 with it, and yeah, just kind of a clean fight win from the side of Minutes to Midnight.
Deathoof off the map.
Yeah, P-Marman just kind of chillaxing. I mean, he's just a chill guy. Although X18, not a very chill guy. Just putting out damage, but Queso pops ahead. And we do see ult come out from Hazard. That is going to be that Deathloop guy on that Winston. Does it kind of just survive, but doesn't really get a whole lot from it.
Armin gets picked by Tonk.
Yeah, and X18 was blade off the high ground, but that's kind of all she wrote. Queso pops that overclock. Does not have LOS of that high ground though, so it could be kind of a quick nothing ult. Yeah, just some pretty decent pick and poke damage. Winston will jump back onto point to contest, but Pmarn gets picked by Mi Chang-ji. He's also swapped over to that cast. He's dead now though. Tonk missing everyone with that ult. Kind of just fluxing the demons. But that should just be point 2 for the side of Minutes to Midnight.
Yeah.
Hazard Inc. really didn't have a stalwart defense. And it's not even like they're losing fights or anything. I mean, they're losing fights in the end.
For a good like 3 minutes.
But they're not doing anything with those stalls. They're like, it's pretty decent poke damage. But it's nothing super strong for them to really give them an advantage.
True, yeah. Oh, X18.
Yeah, Pat is just walking into that backline. I have no idea what he thinks he's doing, but X18 didn't really take offense to it. Just popped him in the head.
A much stronger showing from Minutes to Midnight this game.
Well, and this is such a good map for that Ashe. There's so many different high grounds to play off of, and we do see Queso switch over to that Freya. So it could be kind of big. And Deathloop
There's
just
a Ryan running in there.
Gets 3! There is a lonely little Ashe in the back, but unable to make it to the Dark Souls room. Bonfire was not lit.
Bonfire not lit. You're gonna have to walk all the way back from the last one.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Those Dark Souls walkbacks.
Oh, especially in Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
Although Mi Chang-ji getting hit by a big old fire strike, we're going to have that Deathloop shatter for this fight. They're playing pretty passively on this next corner though.
Windmill did swap over to the Iati.
Yeah, I don't hate that pick. Satellite comes out, misses the shatter. That's a Jared play. And just an absolutely dominant push from the side of Minutes to Midnight. Just over a minute.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, how do you think they can fix this, Miracle Max? What
You
steps?
gotta take care of X18.
Yeah, but they've been trying, man. They just can't get to him.
You gotta go full. Get a diva in there.
Does Deathloop play Diva?
I think he's capable of it.
Well, that's two different things.
I don't know. I haven't queued with him in a while.
Because Diva's a very difficult character, and anybody who plays her is just a god gamer, honestly. Like,
Yeah, too bad I don't know any good divas.
yeah. Yeah, your dementia's really hitting hard.
But
Although what's not hitting hard is X18 being on this Junkrat. I hope we don't see this.
I agree. I also hope we don't see that.
I might just ban Junkrat in every single Gunginga game. Junkrat has no place in my heart. Neither does Pmarmon on the Mei. Holy crap, they're just gonna try and run them down.
Yeah?
Yeah. Snowy,
Oh, Snowy
exploded. And Junkrat. Rip. What do you mean Junkrat slander isn't welcome?
Junkrat slander is welcome.
It's very welcome. It's the most welcome. Deathoof really pushing hard on this corner, but X18 gets another pick on Junkrat.
Another pick.
Really stopping this push.
Fisting the Junkrat now.
Yeah, unfortunately that's not going to do anything as X18 just kind of walks at Deathoof.
The immortal Junk.
Yeah, this is... Oh, if Junk's your boy, you have terrible taste. I am so sorry for you. Now, I do like this. Queso on the Pharah. She has a good skin. I don't know that she plays it, but... MiChengji is able to hit those shots on the Donna.
If only they had a Mercy. Oh, wait.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know that that would really help him here either.
Fuck. And here comes the Riptire. It's gonna find P. Marmon.
Yeah,
Glitter Vomit. Oh, finding Queso.
You know, X18 being such a mechanical player, playing the least mechanical character in the game.
After showing off such
prowess.
Dominant, yeah.
MiChengji does get taken out by Deathoof. And Pat and Queso are going to run pretty heavily on this side, as X18 is trying not to die. You know, as you do. Tonk gets frozen in that blizzard. Should end up going down.
I don't know if that orbital ray was needed.
It kind of was.
Okay.
Yeah, they actually had a pretty decent re-engagement because of that orbital, and they were just able to blow up Tonk so much quicker, and Glitter Vomit did not get a chance to blade. But now comes the trickier question: how do you assault second point with... It's a mobile team, but they're not really playing it super mobile. I mean, they almost have to fully give up cart to go onto high ground.
Yeah. And Deathoof does have that grab ready to go.
Yeah, maybe
getting
if you
pretty
can get
aggressive.
If you can get a big play at decent energy.
He's holding it definitely for that Nano Blade.
Yeah.
And he gets it.
I don't think he gets the kill though. And actually,
no.
It didn't work out at all for his team, as they're just gonna get pushed back. Pat is in the backline trying to kill this Tonk fellow. Actually, might kill the... Oh. That's so unfortunate.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Set 4.
Nobody...
Oh, it gets broken.
Yeah, Pat gets a good block off in time, and Queso, I believe, rolls it. IDBC1 though does not get out of range. Tonk gets a pretty big flux though. Will find one with it, that being Snowy. As he gets collapsed on, there is still a Junkrat on top of high ground.
No, there isn't.
Yeah, but that stupid little trap gets Queso.
I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me.
Yeah, it's crazy how people don't look down. They don't look down and they don't look up. But we are going to have 3 ults for the side of Hazard, as X18 switches over to that Widowmaker. Falls really low early, but I do expect to see some quick picks out of him anyways. Actually walls off the Widowmaker from engaging, as Snowy diffs him. Blizzard comes out from P. Marmon. Tonk right in the middle of it gets frozen instantly. I believe there's also a Genji in it that is currently no longer frozen, but will end up falling to those Sindel death rockets anyways. X18 over to that Freya.
And I think this is a really, good momentum builder for Team Hazard.
Yeah, absolutely. And oh, gross. Bastion Freya Brig.
Ew.
Now there's a Ryan in the mix-up, so that is pretty respectable. But Queso
Where did the
nukes
Ryan
him.
go?
I honestly am kind of expecting a big and early grab here. Looking for that right side with both those supports. but you need Glitter and X18 to be poked out enough to really engage on top of it. As Tonk pins right at Deathtooth. Satellite comes out, and I believe it's a 3-man grab. It's going to find all of them. Tonk X18 killed 2 in the back. Tonk falling super low will be the last of his team to stand on point as they cap with an extra minute in the time bank.
What a showing from Team Hazard.
Yeah, going from barely capping point 1 to absolutely steamrolling their way through 2 and 3. That train didn't stop, Max.
That train did not stop. Now, what do you think needs to happen from both sides in order to cinch the win?
I think we're not seeing X18 on a character that can really prove his ability. Like, the Junkrat was alright, it was getting picks, but...
That's a... feel about that.
It just wasn't enough value, and actually, he's a Genji main, so putting Glitterama on the Pharah is kind of huge here, because Glitterama is also a pretty dang good Pharah, as I have to take a Hydrate, but I honestly think, excuse me, I honestly think if Hazard runs kind of a zombie comp and just runs straight down their face, like a Juno and a Moira, I'd really like a Juno Moira. But they're going to go Juno Kiri. I believe is a weaker composition, but it still accomplishes the same thing as long as they can get on top of them and really remove X18 from this fight. Now, luckily, they do keep Queso on a hit scan, which is her prowess. This is what she's good at. So it should hopefully negate a little bit of X18 as Glitterama actually finds Queso early.
Very much not what you want to be seeing.
No, not at all. Especially with Sindel low in the back. Queso does respawn, but it's going to be a little too late. By the time she gets back to point, there could be everything gone as Tonk gets frozen.
Tonk goes down.
And that is the opening they needed. But with X18 fighting 2, finds the tank. Queso gets the pick, but how do you re-engage this now? With no HP, but Queso and Pat putting everything on their backs. As long as they get a toucher, they can totally secure this victory. They're on 1 HP on point. Tonk still on Sigma. Does not go for a fast play, but does get the recontest as IDBC1 will be the next to go down. The 4v1 on point. X18 has rejoined his team. Is really close to this Blade. Needs one good dash. Has Blade going for Sindel. Has to go off point though. Sindel just leaves. Queso does end up going down. And Glitterama is back on that Pharah. They really got to kill this Genji on point, Max.
They really do. Glitter Vomit goes down. Eddie's VC1 goes down. X18 goes down.
Tonk's back on point. But at this point, it might as well be semantics. Mi Cheng-ji will be back on that Lucio. But both are going to be frozen if they want to even contest this point.
That overtime clock goes down real quick.
Definitely does. And Hazard Incorporated have a win condition. Now what's really concerning about this, Max? It took longer than 2 minutes to push through the first time.
This is true. This is true, but they gotta just find that rhythm. They gotta find a pick, and they gotta go, go, go.
I agree. I don't think I could have said it better. I could have said it stupider, but I'm not going
to.
Hey, buddy! Hey!
Men go in!
Men go in. Yeah, no, that's all they need to do. If they rush at this team, I don't think Minutes to Midnight has the ability to really defend themselves against that hardcore rush that they can run. Especially Pat on the Mei has fed families so far. Doing God's work, even. I mean, if we think about these past fights, P. Marmon has really been setting them up with key wall-offs, getting freezes. It's just everything you need from a Mei. Now, if we don't see a Mei here, it's going to be pretty disappointing.
He was listening.
Oh, you know what? What Pat does is, in overtime, he goes to a few different heroes and selects their perks. And then, yeah. but we do see
He doesn't
Tonk
have
on
to
that
do
ball.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Tonka Ball, Glurama on that Cassidy. I'd really like to see these two roles swapped, but a pretty decent wall off buys Deathoof a lot of space early as he's already challenging that point control. Citadel falling low gets bubbled by Deathoof. And now P-Marmon in a kind of a precarious situation, but does get a pretty good wall off onto the Genji in the back line. Genji forced to dash out. Deathoof with very little charge though. Trying to walk on top of Glitter Vomit. And between him and Tonk, neither tank can really go in. But because of Tonk's free abilities to get much more damage, he's going to be closer to that
won the
mine.
first to fall in this fight.
Yeah, Liberty of Queso, but Snowy's going to go down next. That Genji's super low. And
Glitter Vomit falls next.
yeah, X18 has to recontest pretty soon. Tonk has that minefield. It does
Balls.
come out. I don't see
Balls
anyone
goes
falling.
down.
Oh, but Pat dies.
Kind of walks into it.
Yeah, what a dork. They do get a tick, so at the very least, it's not all for nothing. But Deathoof kind of has to get out here. He can't really stagger himself because he needs to keep what little charge he has. Now both teams are coming up on at least 4 ults. Luckily for Hazard, they will have that secret 5th ult. And they have a lot of ults that can really negate a lot of what Minutes to Midnight wants to do. As Tonk goes on the point, does get the touch.
They are getting real close to Blade here.
Yeah, they are. It's a 3v4 currently on point. They got to take this Genji out pretty quickly. Has that Blade, goes for
out.
it. He gets grabbed.
Oh.
It's off point. Tonk might get frozen onto the point. And that would be the map for Minutes to Midnight as they lose back-to-back maps.
Match point. Going into this next third map. Yeah.
Absolutely
What
insane
a wonderful
showing so far.
showing. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I was gonna say.
I think either way this goes, it's still stupid close, and Minutes to Midnight can definitely take it back in the escort. I feel that's probably their team's strongest map type, but I guess we'll be for sure when we come back in map number 2. Oh, X18 has died.
Say that. Now, what do you think about, map picks and bans here?
I don't think you really have to be too exciting from the side of Minutes to Midnight. I think you just go something short and sweet.
Like,
I don't know, I don't remember the map pull off the top of my head. Junkertown, Dorado, and Watchpoint. I like Junkertown probably the best for them.
yeah, Junkertown was probably going to be really good with X18's
Widow?
hero roster.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Gibby could be fun.
I mean, I'd prefer Gibraltar. I think Gibraltar is probably the best escort map.
I've seen what you can do on that map, so.
Yeah, I was really concerned that JP didn't bring me there yesterday, but I mean, it makes sense why he didn't. I get it. He was scared of my diva. Most people are.
I think everybody should be scared of your diva.
It's not that bad.
I mean, it's pretty bad.
We are having some technical difficulties with players in the lobby. Yeah, but Sliman, that's a mental issue.
It's a mental issue. All
I've made Slideman Coach Gun his own diva now.
right.
Oh,
You've traumatized poor Slideman.
I know, that's awful.
It is. How could you do this to our dear Swedish invader?
I know, I know. But I will be just muting the stream for a second. Yeah. And we are back as casters and also as people. Had a little bit of an issue there, where a player's internet just kind of exploded. However, we do have Big Bob Man filling in for the situation.
Yay! Big Bob Man.
Situations.
Situations. We are going to be headed to Watchpoint Gibraltar with both Zarya and Widowmaker off of the hero pools.
Yeah, I believe the word you were looking for there was table.
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
That's okay. With any luck, this will be the last map of the game for Miracle Max. But with any luck, Minutes to Midnight can pull off that reverse sweep. Miracle Max, what would a reverse sweep mean to this team right now?
Well, a reverse sweep is when you are taken to match point, but then win every single game after that. So that's what that would mean for Minutes to Midnight. They would take home the win.
I need to find a new casting partner.
That's what you ask. You mean like emotionally?
Yeah!
No, I don't know.
No, Max, I know what a reverse sweep is, and I'm guessing most people know what a reverse sweep is.
I don't know.
Well, according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, a reverse sweep. Like, shut the hell up.
My God, we've got an S tier hater in the call right now.
I gotta unzip my jacket, man. It's hot in my room.
Oh. He's getting all heated over this issue.
Oh yeah, big time. Big time.
I know.
You even, is that, I think that might be spelt right. Yeah, that is spelt right. Dang you. It's spelled like a cycle, but we do see that Hazard pulled out for the very first time from Hazard Incorporated. P. Marmon and Queso both on hit scans. We have Big Bob Man and Glitter on pretty much what we would normally expect to see from them as Queso gets taken out. Or no, that's Pat taken out by Big Bob Man, but Mi Cheng Ji executed by this Hazard.
And Snowy finding Kong.
Yeah, but Deathoof in the backline spells a death sentence for their supports. Oh, goodbye,
no,
Snowy. Oh, well, I'm glad we watched that. I think that saves it.
A lot of accusations being thrown in the chat, both in Twitch chat and in all chat.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive time as Big Bob
falling low
Man.
and dying.
Yeah, honestly, he has some really good pressure on Jackson right now, but Jackson playing Hazard and playing him really well is really just putting it to Hazard Incorporated right now. Yeah, everyone's so hostile right now. I need to turn off all chat.
Yeah. It's okay, I will relay the information.
Nah, it's okay. We'll
Snowy
be men.
going down again.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter when Deathloop's just a one-man wrecking crew on this Hazard. I mean, yeah, he has teammates, but he hasn't really needed them.
That's crazy to say.
You've been watching the same thing I have. He's gonna get Addy. Didn't get hit once. He solo ults Mi Cheng Ji. Doesn't get anything from that. Glitterama gets a big deflect kill on P. Marmon though.
So
Queso re-engages on this point, but they will back cap it.
This is some Jared on the Diva levels of bullying right now.
Yeah, what an insane back cap from the side of Minutes to Midnight.
Oh, absolutely.
They still have 4 ults on board. But Jackson really taking offense to his team, not able to return to that point. Gets too early in the fight, trying to look for that collapse onto Big Bob Man. Misses the slash, gets Coach Gunned away. And Big Bob Man going down. IWC1 in kind of a precarious situation. As Jackson tries to collapse onto her, she looks for a way out by her ball. Does not matter. Sindel gets the final hit. Mi Chang-ji trapped. Mi Chang-ji falling to this Hazard man once more. And I mean, like 18-1 for a Hazard is insane. P. Marvin's 2-2, by the way.
20-1.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely insane play from the side of Hazard Incorporation, but that's why Hazard's in their name. This is their character. This is their comp. Everybody on their team is kind of on what they want to play normally. They're on comfort picks.
Oh, yeah.
Deathu gets slept.
Oh, Deathu gets slept out. There, antied. Gonna...
It's not gonna matter, though.
Oh, it's tranked.
And it's insane the amount of space he's allowed to get. I don't think Tonk can be playing ball here. He's really got to look at the Hazard. Honestly, I think, yeah, I was about to say, Bob needs to swap the cast. They need to play something that can really collapse and punish this Hazard. But when they're not doing that, P. Marvin can just come up the rear and do whatever the hell he wants. And he chases down Tonk, will get the kill. I mean, he's just kind of living rent-free in their backline. Pat really should have gone for a hammer kill there, really had the opportunity. But Big Bob Man gets collapsed on by Hazard. Max, what is going on?
I think this is just a sheer display of Hazard dominance. Like, a mastery over a character.
Yeah, I mean, we knew Jackson was proficient, but... I mean, this is a whole nother level. Tonk on that Roadhog, I don't think we've ever seen this before, but... What else do you play? You can't mirror the
Oh,
Hazard.
they get him down!
Okay, they have a shot. But Pat in the backline gets absolutely wrecked. But Queso here to clean that up. Gets a big headshot on the Mi Chang-ji. Mi Chang-ji will not go down during the fight. And honestly, if nothing else, they're stalling in time for Hazard to get back as Glirama gets two. Looking for the third with Snowy. Gets pushed back, but her guard dog is back.
Oof, oof.
That's right. In the woof skin. Has the woof gun. Mi Chang-ji, for some reason, trying to challenge Jackson on the Hazard. The Hazard, I was gonna say gets caught out, but a huge ult cancels Mi Chang-ji's rally. IWC1 with that Valkyrie currently up. Big Bob Man will just be left to rot. He was kind of just left there in Kaled. As IDBC1, the only one with a chance to touch, gets pushed back into her own spawn room. And Hazard Incorporated really showing what X18 means to Minutes to Midnight.
And Hazard Incorporated really showing why they named their team that.
Absolutely, and not to harp on Big Bob Man, but X18 is a whole nother beast, and maybe it's just they haven't played together a whole lot, but Bob has not been able to do really anything this match. He is some really good damage, but outside of really that...
Deathtooth ending the round on 31-2.
Yeah, I mean, that genuinely... Him on Hazard versus me on D.Va on this map could feed generations. I mean, that would be an insane matchup to watch.
That is a matchup I would like to see.
Week 5, we'll have it right here, right now, on the Gunginga stream.
Hell yeah.
Now, I really hope we don't see this Hazard creature come out, but Tonk on that D.Va. This is what I've been hoping for all series, Max. Although it was really out of
You know what we are gonna see? Haha.
Yeah, I really hope this isn't it, man. But Queso playing that Tor actually swaps back to the Freya. Yeah, switches back to the Hazard. Is gonna say if they don't take it, I don't know what else they're gonna do here. And honestly, it was a really good stall up top, but the side of Hazard just flanking around really opened everything up, and Minutes to Midnight has just been put on the back foot. Yeah, just more dominance from Deathtooth.
Oh yeah.
Like, what do you do here?
Especially with like Queso's Freya.
Yeah, and it's funny, Queso doesn't play Freya. We discussed this yesterday when we were trying to decide if Hunter was on Freya or Queso was on Freya, because neither of my players played Freya. We just wanted a Freya. Bonk on the Doomfist though. This could be hype. He blows up right away. Not very hype, a big bomb, or actually Glitter on the Reaper gets the touch here. And stalls out the point for just a second or two. Buys his team some time.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't know
just
if that
disrespect.
Volo was necessary. P. Marmon with the stick. Oh, that was rude.
Yeah, I think I saved that correctly. So we should be able to watch that replay at the end of the map. Nope, I did not save it correctly. But Tonk actually trying to... Nope, Tonk dies. Minutes to Midnight. That clock's counted down, Max. But it's going in reverse. It's going the other way, man.
Yeah.
We're going back to 11 o'clock as P. Marmon and his Hazard-led team diminish all of Minutes to Midnight's hopes. Take map 3. Win 3-0.
45-2, by the way.
What a disgusting creature. 45-2, 12k damage. What more could you want out of a tank? Oh, he got the woof woof in there.
Woof woof.
Woof woof.
Hydrate.
Yeah.
Hydrate, because that was some sweaty Hazard play.
That was some sweaty Hazard play. Honestly, I might be getting the whole team again. I think.
Spindle interview. Oh.
Okay.
No.
Welcome to the cast, Spindle.
Hello, I'm not dead.
Yeah, you survived the sickness for another sickness, but that sickness was Jackson on the Hazard.
That's crazy.
Walk us through that utter dominance of a round.
Hazard. That's all I can say. Just
Okay.
Hazard. I have been PR trained by Mr. Datu just to say just to say Hazard.
Just to say Hazard.
Okay.
Just to say Hazard.
I don't know if I agree with this interview.
I'm joking. Nah, but that round was based as hell. Gibby, fun as hell. I was just like vibing. It was like blasting music, vibing. Fun team. It was just a blast. X18, I will say, clapped my ass so many times. That man's Freya is insane.
Oh, it feeds families.
Like, it was
Generational.
traumatizing. It was my children, my grandchildren will know of the ass clapping that X18 gave me.
Well, that's good. That's what we really strive for here on Gunginga Overwatch.
Yeah.
But you guys played 3 really fun, or I guess 2 really fun to watch maps. One map that left some to be desired. From a casting point of view, obviously, you guys played a near perfect round there. Walk us through the game plan originally going against X18 before he died and his internet exploded.
low key. Okay, so beforehand, we were just like stressed as shit. We were like, okay, hold on, chat, hold on. This man can, in theory, roll our entire team. So, the whole game plan was, if X18 can't play the game, it's wraps.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
we
fair
went
enough.
for that, and
You,
it worked.
yeah, you guys did a pretty good job of that.
Because the main, like, we were thinking, do we ban the Freya? Because Freya's annoying, but we were like, if he goes Freya, then if he bans the Freya, he can just like go hit scan and then we're screwed. Because his roster's freaking massive.
Yeah,
Like,
it's kind of hard to
there's
ban him
no
out.
there's no way to ban him out. It's just like, who do we want to get rolled the least by? So that was basically the whole game plan when we went into I forget that name, Eichenwald. Fucking my ass was not expecting him to lock in the Junkrat at
Yeah,
one point. And I was like,
that was awful. We were disrespecting the Junkrat pick on the cast. And I think
that
that's
was
honestly what ultimately led you guys to being able to cap that first point. Because he's on Junkrat. It's a limited amount of things you can really do on that. And if he was on something like the Frey or another hit scan, I really think they might have full held you.
yeah, plus Jackson was on fucking whatchamacallit.
Yeah,
Russian girl. Forget her name.
Zarya.
So yeah, that girl. So it's basically, I have not played Overwatch in like 3 weeks, chat. My brain's fried. But it just gave her charge and just it allowed us to push. It was kind of funny when I just kited him. Like, I just flew off the map while he was trying to chase me with a blade. Funny
Yeah,
as
it was
hell.
so hype, man. That really was a great call from you, just to really secure
I'm
the map.
pretty sure if he had the dash, he could have killed me and got back. I don't
Oh,
know if he had the
definitely.
dash on.
I
But
think he
Jackson,
dashed through
when
you.
Jackson, I don't think he did. I think he just walked up to me. I think he had the dash.
Oh, well,
I'm not sure though.
I
But
don't work here.
yeah, okay. That's fair. But yeah, it was a fun set. Really fun team. Me Chang, my goat. I love Me Chang. Uh, love the team. They're the goats. Honestly.
Yeah, now obviously you guys have aspirations to go all the way, get the Gunginga trophy in the very end, but before then, you got to go to week 3 and you play Funny Silly Haha team.
I have no idea who's in there.
Okay, well, it's a team of people
That's fair.
with very specific skills.
Okay, that's scary. Hold on, is that Spry's team? Hold on.
No, it's
Never
AFN.
mind. Oh, it's AFN. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Scrug. It's fuck me. It's Scrug.
So yeah, they have a very interesting team that you don't really know what they're gonna run because JP actually played tank last match for them.
Huh?
Oh yeah, he was genuinely feeding families on tank.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
Why is that your new favorite turn of phrase?
listen, man, I'm just trying to cast. I'm just trying to do my job.
Hey, leave Jared alone. Leave Jared alone.
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking an
No,
honest
no, no,
question.
no, no,
I'm
no,
asking
no,
an honest question.
Leave him alone. He did.
It's
he
a
has
great
not-
way to
not-
portray that this person is doing great amount of work.
Exactly.
God's
You know
work.
what? Jared's doing God's work. You know what, Jared?
On God.
Round of
But
applause.
yeah, so it was a great match from all you guys. It was very fun up until that last map for I'd say about everyone. Then after that, it was just kind of the hazard show. However,
I
that
had
is
fun
all the
spectating.
that is
We pulled through. We pulled through the name. We pulled through the name. That's all I can say.
you sure did.
Yeah.
You sure did. But that is all the time we have. We will be back tomorrow with What the Helly versus Quirked Up White Boys. So it could
Same
be an
time as
interesting match.
usual?
I'll get the time real quick. It's in game announcements at 7:30 EST, but that's like 5:30 MST. So
Can I sing I Want It That Way? Or
no, you
No.
cannot. Goodbye.
And